Old Boy is a South Korean mystery film from 2003. Directed by Park Chan-wook, it is loosely based on a Japanese manga of the same title. Old Boy tells the story of Oh Dae-soo, a man abducted and imprisoned in a room for 15 years. He's given no reason for his incarceration, and after those 15 years are up, he's released. He seeks his revenge, but at what cost? I will contend that the mise-en-scene, cinematography, editing, and sound for the first minute of this film establishes a fear of the unknown and that the protagonist is clinging to his humanity. The action begins in media res, with Oh Dae-soo hidden in darkness by backlighting. This is all done in a very non-traditional manner, meant to throw off the audience and create a mystery. The helpless man is asking questions, which in turn has the audience asking questions about the protagonist. But unbeknownst to the audience, illusions are being made around them. Props like the dog and the tie are used to symbolize the struggle that Oh Dae-soo is facing. The confused man and his white puppy symbolize humanity, while the tight grip on the tie shows how desperately Oh Dae-soo clings to it. However, foreshadowing is developed by him already having his back turned towards the light. So with the question still raging of who the protagonist is, there's a flashback. This is used to ground the audience, as well as give the protagonist's name for the first time. Set before a static camera, the audience watches Oh Dae-soo at his most human. A drunken lush, held by the police, we're left with the final question, why was he in prison for 15 years? The film opens with a close-up shot of Oh Dae-soo's hand in the tie, showing that tension is already high. The camera tilts up, revealing our protagonist hidden in darkness. An eyeline match is made, revealing the confused man being dangled over dizzying heights. The depth of field is deep, revealing the mortal danger he faces. A crawling pan shot is used to reveal the razor-thin edge that all man lives on. The camera zooms in, revealing enough of Oh Dae-soo's face to show his cold and apathetic nature. However, the shot lingers on his face, showing the apprehension he has. He doesn't want to kill this man. He only wants to tell him a story. And with that, the camera cuts to reveal a close-up shot of Oh Dae-soo's sweaty, drunken, bloody face. The rest of the scene is done in medium shot, allowing you to see enough of the police station and those around him to have a scuffle with. The focus is always on Oh Dae-soo. You get to see him struggle, mumble, talk, fight, like an animal trapped in a cage. And sadly for him, these are apt choices of words. While Old Boy manages to experiment in different ways of presenting its story, its editing is very traditional. Old Boy follows a clear continuity style of editing. As well, for this initial scene, great pains are made to make sure that the 180-degree rule are followed. Eyeline matches are utilized to show Oh Dae-soo's domineering over the cowering man. Everything in this scene flows with a nice pace. While tensions are high, it's clear that Oh Dae-soo is in control. To emphasize this point, only 3 cuts were actually made in this initial scene. Everything is done to let you see and feel what's happening. A hard cut is used as a transition for the flashback. The shot lingers long enough for you to fully absorb Oh Dae-soo's face. The rest of this flashback utilizes rhythmic editing and quick cuts to build up a special tempo. While there are cuts, the camera never changes positions. It's always watching Oh Dae-soo, and you are allowed to see him in many different facets, from humorous to downright pitiful.
이 얘기를 하고 싶다고 했더라.
당신 도대체 누구야, 씨와?
내 이름은
대수.
왜 남의 여자 찝쩍대고 그래요?
아 잠깐만.
오해수 씨.
찝쩍댔어? 어? 아씨. 알았어. 잠깐만. 알았어.
오해수 씨. 안고요.
In conclusion, when looking at Old Boy, when analyzing its cinematography, mise-en-scene, sound, and editing, you can see that there's a clear establishment of a mystery and an internal struggle that the protagonist is facing. There are few films that I've found that are as memorable and audacious as Oldboy. As the mystery unravels, acts of violence and depravity increase, testing the bounds of humanity until its final, fatal conclusion. While not for the faint of heart, this is a film for those looking to peer into the heart of darkness.